human trafficking. Human trafficking. Human and trafficking. Innocuous, right? Two perfectly ordinary words. Put them together, they form an innocuous phrase used to describe a horrific reality. Human trafficking. It conjures up images of people riding in trains from city to city, or people sipping their mocha frappa latte while they sit with 10,000 of their closest friends on the I-5, bumper to bumper, or the I-95. Human trafficking. Now toss in the word sex. Well, now you've got something to sell papers with, or talks like this one. Human sex trafficking. We also call it the commercial sexual exploitation of children. That's a mouthful. We give it acronyms like CSEC or DMST, as opposed to hide its hideousness. Human sex trafficking. We like to talk about numbers. $45 million spent per year in the US for online sex trafficking.
Happy Mother's Day to you.
21 million people enslaved
Happy Mother's
globally.
Day.
300,000, that's the number of US children at risk for human trafficking each year. That's 300 of these slides with 1,000 figures, and it's enough to fill Citizen Bank Park almost 7 times over. $200,000 per year is what a pimp stands to make from just one victim. 15 years. That's the age by which most child victims are lured into sex trafficking, 15 years old. That's 9th grade. But I'd like to get away from the numbers,
Can
which
y'all hear
are
all right?
somewhat unreliable and likely the tip of the iceberg in many cases. See, when we try to count these traffickers, when we see them, they vanish, they scatter, they morph, they change into the nice lady down the street, or her uncle, his boss, her boyfriend. They live among us, and so do their victims. So I'm a physician. I knew about human trafficking. I read the news. I read about the sex trafficking ring in Bosnia, run by UN peacekeepers in the year 2000. I read about sex tourism in Thailand. I read Cheryl Boudin and Nicholas Kristof's Pulitzer Prize-winning book, Half the Sky. Good read. I knew about human trafficking for organs, for labor, for sex. It happened in other countries until I saw it in our operating room. Next.
The phone. Hello, y'all. Hello. Happy Mother's Day to everybody that is out there doing their thing, holding it down, being a great mother, 24/7, always doing it. Y'all know I'm up here for my niece today. People on both platforms, you know that. I mean, you don't got one. But up here for my niece. Blessings to everyone. Peace. Thank y'all. Let me see that. I was ready to go with this stage, but I don't know where it's at. It was up there. So anyway, I want to look at that number. Let y'all know the reason why. Y'all already know the reason why I am always up here. Okay. Y'all still cooking up? Wonderful. Wonderful. It's a lot of people getting together today with their parents, with their moms. We got ours already here. All in one bunch. Right here. We're gonna be calling in Asia. I was playing again.
Reaching out.
Reaching out. Again, as always. I just had my cousin actually just got through trying to reach out.
She was ignored again.
She was ignored. So far, so far that's what happened so far. So just want to let y'all know, because these are the things that are going on in our community. And so it's not just the families and the situation that's going on my other platform. It's not just that platform, and it's not just my platform. These things are going on in our community, and people are not saying anything, where kids are being harbored, kids are being hidden, they're being alienated from their families, and it's time for us to start speaking out about it. So I am going through this, as I tell my other platform, with something personally going on in my life as well. So this is the reason why I hold this so close to my heart. And, I'm like one of the people that are very consistent about something. And years ago, like I said, I didn't have a platform or anything online. So now that I know that there are platforms and you can actually speak out and other people can other people can actually hear your story. I'm actually letting it play out right online, as I am week after week, ever since September, trying to reach out to my niece on a live platform so everyone can know that, hey, there are people that care, and we're reaching out, okay? Reaching out because we really want to know what's going on.
Because we don't understand why you would hide another family member.
Yeah, why is a family member being hidden? So this is the reason why.
A child at that.
Yeah, a child. That, you know, probably would be more than happy to be able to see and know that her family loves her and know that her family is reaching out to her. So it's like it's no need to continue the charade. That's what we would think. It's like it's to continue the sickness, the poison
thing that you have going on.
So this is a poison that we have in our community. So my people on this platform right here, y'all see what I'm saying? This isn't just this situation. That's why I have posted the information there always, to make sure that you see that there are numbers, there are resources in our community that we can use for situations like this.
To help people help kids going through situations like this.
Yeah, because kids have rights and people shouldn't be alienating them.
And after they're like turned away from like the people that they trust or whatever, we gotta be some type of, we have to give our community something to where they have somebody to turn to. Kids need somebody to turn to. We all gotta try to be good people.
Yeah, and especially when in our Black community, we really have to reach out in our Black communities. Yeah, everybody says my baby's my twin. But we're gonna go ahead and dial Inez's number. Like I said, my cousin already reached out to her. She's been reaching out to her as well. I played the video because things like this, when people harbor children like this and hide and alienate them, it makes me speculate.
It puts ideas in your head.
It puts ideas in your head.
And then when you have charges that include prostitution, it makes you wonder what's going on there.
Yeah, it makes you wonder.
Why are you hiding this person? Because this hiding thing only happens in like, if we're thinking about like real stories and stuff like that, people only hide their relatives if they're doing something evil to them. That dude that was hiding his daughter in his basement, he was doing something evil to her. That mom who was keeping her kid in the closet, she was doing something evil to him. There's no reason for you to be hiding children.
All right. I think the worst when it comes to my kids. That's right.
Exactly. We're gonna think the worst, especially we have no way of knowing what's going on, and the person that could give us some type of insight is trying to be weird and keep somebody hidden. And what would be your point? What are you getting out of doing that?
So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and dial the number that we are given to get in contact with my niece. And understand, guys, everybody, that I did reach out as well, sending a letter to the young lady that has my niece, so that I even offered to purchase a cell phone for her so that I will be able to contact her. She can actually reach out to her family that are trying to reach out to her. So there was a letter put out there, and there will be other letters that are put out there as well.
Because we would buy her the cell phone because she's saying that the little girl, that my cousin doesn't like us, but she wouldn't know us unless you're telling her some stuff about us.
Yeah, she wouldn't
know who we were or recollect.
Yeah, because she's
4 years old.
She's not. Yeah, she was like 2 or 3 the last time we saw her. Yeah, before she was snatched. And this is going on in our Black communities where kids are just being snatched
and manipulated,
turned against their families, brainwashed. The same thing is going on in the sex cult. We don't know what's going on with those babies over there. They haven't even been online here lately. I do this on both platforms just so I can show that this is not only happening in one situation, 2 situations, 3. This is happening in the Black community, period.
We have to watch our kids and keep an eye out on our kids. And like I said, the last time I was up here with my mom, don't have kids if you're not trying to take care of them, if you're not about to give your life, or at least put them somewhere where they can be taken care of. Like, stop having these kids and just like leaving them.
And if anybody that does ever see my any of my lives, if you can do me a favor, if you actually know people that can help as far as resources, because we are ready to start a program, because I'm going to go ahead and start working in my community, and I have some other people that want to join together and work in their community too. We're going to go ahead and start reaching out for the babies and speaking out for these kids. It's not being able to, they're getting treated wrong, they're getting mistreated. Things are just happening to our kids, and we can have all the happy days and everything, but me personally, I can't just move on from things that I know are going on in our community and be happy about it. And I can't take a platform when I can talk to, even if I talk to 14 people, you feel me? That's 14 people that may be on my frequency that are understanding what I'm saying. So I don't care to know about the people, or indulge the people that are not interested in what I'm talking about, not woke enough to understand what's going on with our, how you doing, Sean? That's not woke to understand that our community is asleep, and we're very asleep anytime we're letting things like this happen with our Black kids in our Black communities. We have to start standing up. When you got a whole lot of families that just continue on with their life and not even pay situations any attention, and it's your own family and you're not caring anything about it, it's a pretty sad situation. It's a pretty sad situation.
We have to do better by each other, y'all.
Yeah, we really do have to do better by each other. It's not going to change unless we start making a change in our community. You want to go ahead and make that call? We're going to go ahead and make the call to Inasia. And y'all know on my other platform, they know how we've been doing this consistently. I'm a consistent person. I'm very persistent in what I do. And this is how my heart is. My energy is always the same when it comes down to the babies. It's always the same. We got to watch out for them 24/7, not half-assed, not sometimes, just 24/7. You got to watch out for the babies. They can't speak for themselves.
So I'm going to go ahead and make this call. Hi, this is Montrella calling for my cousin Inasia. Please give us a call back whenever you can. We just want to talk to her.
So that's Monty leaving a message this time, calling from her phone. Now, granted, she did ask for that phone number, and she's still not allowing my daughter to even contact her. My daughter's calling her from her own number because my number's been blocked. So my daughter's calling her from her number. And
she got my number and said that me and Inasia had found some type of like bonding or whatever in the little bit of time that I did get to talk to her. So why would you take my number and act like you're gonna like let me speak to her if you're not? Like, what was the point of that?
And we're asking family members that are closer to this young lady that do have our niece to please speak out to her. Ask her what's the problem with hiding my niece from her. Only reason why anything ever went up online is because of the fact that she started alienating her, not wanting her to speak to anyone. Hey, Alicia, and I'm speaking at you right now. If you know anything about this situation, if you can speak to this young lady that has my niece, because we're trying to get in touch with her. We're worried about her. We're worried about her, and it's not fair for us to sit up here and, Alicia, I'm talking about, I have a cousin named Alicia too, but we're talking about the fact that we're not able to see Inasia. We're reaching out on a regular basis trying to speak to Inasia. There's a letter sent out to her letting her know I will provide a cell phone for her. But I'm not understanding why we're not able to speak to her, why we're not able to see her, why we're not able to build a relationship with her. Why are you harboring her? And
making up stories about us apparently. If she's
scared of us. But what is she scared of us for when we haven't even gotten to meet her? You've hitting her. And the only reason why you've surfaced online is because of the simple fact that we posted something online. Okay. Online platforms, this is what they should be used for in our Black communities. If you have a platform that you can actually speak to people, you should use it to upbuild and uplift your community. If there are things going on in your community and nobody else is actually speaking out for it, your family's not speaking out for it, then you need to learn how to start speaking out. You're speaking out to the authorities as well. The authorities aren't doing anything because our system is broken. So that's when you have to really start opening up the eyes of our community and y'all look at what's going on in our community. We got a whole lot of kids getting taken off the sex cults. We got kids in your own family that's being stolen within your family, and people being shush about it. And you just wonder what's going on. You got the little baby, I know how to pronounce her name, Malia. She was just the stepfather just took the baby off, killed the baby from what I'm hearing, and he's gone. Why would the mom let this baby be off with him when he's already abusing her? You feel me? You got kids that's just like being mistreated all throughout our Black community, and it's not fair to the babies. When you have people that's being have children that are being misled and manipulated, and it's right in our families. Just like why is no one saying anything? Why isn't it very important? Why isn't our community important? We gotta love on our babies. We gotta love on our community. The babies are our foundation. They're the foundation. We have to invest in the children. Not just mistreat the children, alienate the children. When you see somebody just trying to reach out to the babies in their family, then why alienate them? Inasia has cousins. She has aunts, she has uncles. She has different people that would like to get to know her in our family. And I'm asking my family to please reach out, Same way I'm asking on any platform, on my other platform, please reach out to your families. And I'm asking my family to please reach out. Because it's just not fair. It's not fair. But with that being said, who's that right there? She has siblings too. Yeah, she definitely has siblings too. She does. I don't know how often, if she's able to even see her siblings or anything.
Because in what we hear, she hides it.
Yeah, she doesn't want anyone to see her, and if she doesn't get in touch with my cousin today, because my other cousin just got through trying to reach out to her as well. If she does not get in touch with her today, then I will be posting a picture, because the pictures that she sent me back in September were some pictures that were so old. And I'm really seeing what my niece looks like. I don't know what would be the reasoning for her to send me old pictures, but that's what I got. And so that's kind of iffy too. I'm wondering, why would you send old pictures? How you doing, Sean? Thank you both, Alicia and Sean, for what you guys do for me as far as this channel is concerned. I appreciate it. But it doesn't look like we have as many trolls. If we do have any trolls, they're in here shutting up because they know we don't do that. On this platform, I want to let y'all know I'm still gonna always continue to post the information there, and it's going to be pinned, and it's going to be in the description anytime, so you always can find that information. I have not seen the other person online, so I'm not even going to worry with that, but it will be in there. Yeah, Sean, she sent old pictures of my niece. She had to have been probably like, on those pictures, she may have been like, I don't know, maybe she was 8, maybe she was 9, I don't know, because she won't allow this. She won't allow us to see this. See the baby at all. Hey, Christina. Hey, Simp. Hey, Alicia. So anyway, I am asking my family with all of my heart. I'm asking you guys again, could you please reach out to this other family member? Well, she's not a family member, but she does know our family. All I'm asking is, why aren't we able to see my niece? We will continue to be making these phone calls every single week until I'm able to speak to my niece, or until other things are working out, because it's not fair to harbor a child, to alienate a child, and to, keep them behind. What is that?
She silently sent it.
No. Tanya, you're not listening. No, she never sent pictures. Only reason why I got that picture is because she let my cousin speak, and my cousin actually did a screenshot of her. She did it. She's like literally right there. That's how she got the pictures. I had said that on the couple of videos. That was probably like 3 weeks ago, and she was on both of them. So I'm just really seriously, honestly asking my family to please
stop being so mean, and please just let us
build a relationship with Inasia. It's not fair for you to harbor a kid. Why harboring a kid? I'm proving a point though. You know, even by having my cousin calling as well, I'm proving a point that we've been going through for years. She'll let us contact and then she'll break contact. You know, you get to speak to her maybe one time, two times, maybe she thinks nobody's gonna keep on calling, but then she breaks the contact. Okay, so this is why I say we have a poisoning in our community, in our Black community. Happy Mother's Day to everybody that's on the platforms, everybody that's holding it down for their family. Happy Mother's Day. The mothers that are strong and consistently being good mothers. Happy Mother's Day to you. Okay. Everybody doesn't have that, you know, are not able to have that type of love. So I really give big ups to people that actually have that mother, you know, the mother and the child relationship, because that's a beautiful thing to be able to have. So everybody, happy Mother's Day. But back to my niece, I don't think that people see the importance of our Black babies in our community. They don't understand that this is a foundation. And these are the reasons why, like I said, there's so many people in our communities that have been raised in homes where they don't have the best relationships with their parents. They have abusive relationships. They have communications issues in their relationship. So as you grow up, you're growing older, these things are being instilled inside of you. And so as you're growing up and you decide you're going to have children, that means that you're going to instill these same type of attributes into your kid. Unless you decide to break the chain. Unless you decide to break the chain. So that's all I'm trying to do. And I'm proud that I'm going to stand up, and I've been standing up, and I'm going to speak out for my community, my Black community. And I speak for my Black community because I am a part of my Black community. I'm going to use my platform because I have a voice. And if you have a voice, you should use your platform for something positive. I don't see why if you're in a Black community, you can't use your platform for something that is positive and uplifting to the Black community.
Even if it's just a small part of your channel or something like that.
Talk loud about it.
Even if it's like a smaller part of like your channel or whatever, you can have something up there to up us.
Yeah, the thing about it, petitions can be started, and that's the reason why I said there's always things in the background that are working, because our system that we live in is a broken system. That's what I've always been saying from the start. The system is broken. Families don't care. Your communities don't care. So at some point, somebody's got to stand up and say something about it. You have to have people that are on that same frequency, people who think the same as you, people that actually care about their family. They care about strong foundations, because if we don't start somewhere in our communities, it's never going to start. We're never going to come up. We're always going to have other communities, and everybody's always going to be over us.
Because we can't unify together.
Because we cannot put ourselves together in unity. We cannot, as families, we can't bring our families together.
It's like we like the idea for a little bit, and then the trend is over, and y'all are back to being, oh, well, this person wants to be a savage and stuff. Y'all have to remember, we live on this earth together. We have to get it together. We the only community that's always killing each other and doing all this extra stuff for no reason. We need to learn how to love one another instead of pulling each other down.
All I know is that we got to do better, and we haven't been doing better, and it's definitely from exactly. People are too addicted to drama. They will turn their face and hurry up and jump into something that's already happened, something negative. Like say if a kid is killed, okay, everybody and their mom is investigating this death online.
But
you feel me? But you're not investigating situations when you know the kid's still living. The kid may be going through this or that, some type of abuse, some type of manipulation to the mind, some type of brainwash. This kid could be going through this. This person or these persons or this community, they know it, but they're busy with the drama.
That's more entertaining.
That's entertaining. Yeah, that's entertaining. I'm not into what's popular. You understand? I'm into reality. I'm into what's right. I'm into what I'm seeing. I'm into noticing that our community is falling. We're in trouble, and we're in trouble because we're not helping out ourselves. We're not starting with our families. We're not starting with our communities, and then we're leaving the babies just hanging. Who is Imani? I don't know who that is. But if people just really pulled together in our Black communities, in our Black families, and started not acting, but actually caring for real
about each other,
yeah.
instead of being so into self-preservation and only caring about what's best for you, and it's not going on in my household, so who cares about it? That's
selfish.
How could you think like that?
That's the reason why we have these people that are inviting like poisonous people into their homes, and they're killing their kids up, and then life going on.
Make sure that you're checking the people that are around your kids. You got to make sure that you're in your children's lives and stuff like that. I'm not being biased or whatever, but be like my mom. I was taught to care about people. We've volunteered at homeless shelters and nursing homes. You got to give back to your community.
I'll do that. I forgot what you told. What did you tell me to call you for short? Was it Bab? I forgot. And senior, that's exactly what we're working on. We are working on things in the community. I mean, even if I'm working on it and I'm writing them down, you write things up, you write that. We're working on those things, believe me. And I'll check out that documentary. But you have to start somewhere. Like I said, if it starts with a handful of people, those are the things that start movements. But me speaking to my family as well, as other people, they need to reach out to their families as well. That's what I'm doing, people. I want y'all to know that these are two different situations. I've been working on this situation online because I'm actually seeing some sick things that are going online, all the time.
It's like a thing for my mom to just be like, oh, I only care because it's an online thing. We've been like this my entire life. Just because everything's not online doesn't mean that this isn't still a thing. This is real.
It's real life. And it's real messed up in our communities how we got huge Black families, huge big Black families that have no foundations. Our families are chaotic. They're very chaotic. And then you get online and you see people using, you see the exact same thing in your communities online. And they're Black communities online. Like up here, beefing and everything, constantly arguing and bickering online. You see people doing all the
Queens
drama.
Taking down queens.
Yeah, queens taking down queens.
Because that's like
Kings
the most that happens. Kings taking down queens.
Yeah, exactly. The same thing. When that's not what we should be focused on. We need to be focused back on our families. We need to be focused back on our
real life instead of your cell phone.
Life.
Get your face out of your cell phone so you can be able to think about what's going on around you. These celebrities aren't going to change your life or anything. Worry about home.
That's what we got to worry about, home. And we need to get out in our communities and do something.
Your focus can't seriously always be on Top 40 and Cardi B and what Nicki Minaj is doing when we live in the real world. We have to worry about these kids. We got to worry about our community. We got to worry about where we live, what's home, our families.
Our families and our communities. If you're not doing it, then guess what? It's not going to happen. We're going to continue to stay at the bottom. We're going to continue to be the ones saying Black Lives Matter, but we're not doing anything about it because actions always speak louder than words. Actions always speak louder than words.
Black Lives Matter, but they don't matter enough for you to get up and do something about it.
And they're not mattering consistently. That's the thing about it. We only get pumped up about things after the fact.
We're not a fad, y'all. We're not a trend. Being Black isn't some type of little trend thing. It's not going to be cute in a couple days or something like that, or a couple months we're going to be over. Being Black is a whole lifestyle. Y'all got to go ahead and love your Blackness. I know we've been taught to hate our Blackness, but you got to start loving it. Not only aesthetically, within yourself.
Yeah, it starts with yourself. It starts within yourself. From within, then you work with your families, and then you reach out and you start helping out your community. You start doing things in your community. Don't be afraid to reach out. Don't be afraid when you see something going on with children in the community that is not cool. You see some type of abuse. I'm gonna just call it out because we've been I've had people that knew what type of abuse was going on. I've seen this, and they not say anything. But you have to start saying things. You have to start opening your mouth, because opening your mouth is not opening up your mouth is gonna continue with the same faulty situation that we have going on here in real life. in this system that we live in. So as I was saying last night on the video, we have to prep our communities, we have to prep our families, prep ourselves for life in this system. But reaching out to the family again, to my family, we are calling Enasia every single week. I'm working on things in the background. It's really sad that I have to do things the way, yeah, when you're supposed to be, you know, this person that we know, she calls herself a family member, but we have to go through all of this just to be able to see my niece. It's really sad. I don't understand it. I'll never understand it. Maybe one day you'll be able to explain it to us, but I just don't understand it. But I am reaching out to my family and asking you guys to, you know, reach out to this young lady and find out what's going on, because it is people in my family that know what's going on with the situation. And at this point, it's kind of weird. It's really weird that nobody in my family is saying anything. But there's plenty of families that are just like my family. So my family is not singled out. So when I do speak on my family, it's not just my family. It's in our Black community, period. It's a poison in this Black community.
To keep your mouth shut when you see it.
Yeah, it's like, keep your mouth shut. Don't say anything.
Turn your head. It's not your business.
Yeah, turn your head. It's not your business. We got to stop being like that. We got to stop being that way. I'm gonna end this one. So we're gonna get ready to end this live right here. Y'all know we will be back again next Sunday. If anybody wanna speak out to my family members, y'all wanna share this or whatever, because this is something real, then y'all can. But we're about to be off of this. Y'all, happy Mother's Day. Happy Sundays. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your families. Love on them. Yep, everybody has to stand up and speak up and not just close their mouths when things like this happen in our communities. Because people have plenty of people that have the huge platforms and they are using them for garbage and gossip and, you know, just disrespecting our communities and making our community look real stupid.
Look trashy.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. And especially when you have so many platforms online. You have so many platforms online, and then you have so many people that are using their platforms for negativity. And they're not teaching anything but negativity. They're not teaching anything but gossip. You know, and that's not anything that we already have that in real life. So that goes to show that you're not already working on this in your community. You can't be working on it in your community because you're not even doing it online. You said we should do callings someday. What does that mean?
Have people call us.
How do we do that? I don't even know how to do that.
Yeah, we gonna have to have a number for that, and I'm not giving out mine, and you're not giving out yours.
No, I don't know. How does that work?
Have people call.
Oh, I thought he was talking about like you connected to this or something. I've seen people doing that or whatever. But there's so many people in our community too. Oh, a conference call app. Okay, then. Got you. We'll figure it out. We're gonna figure it out.
He gave us some ideas, so now we have to do it now.
I'll speak to you, Sean. And if you and Sean and Leisha, the moderators, if you guys know anything about the discussion board, if everybody can see what's going on the discussion board, because I'm gonna be wanting to put certain people on a board because that's what, I'm gonna be talking to some people that's really interested in stepping out into your community, working with your community. Not even on the surface. We need to go deep in our communities. It shouldn't be like
you need to start it like kids. You know how to do taxes and stuff.
Yeah, like get their credit together. Entrepreneurship. You don't want to really teach your kids how to work for somebody else. And this system, for the rest of their life. In this system, that's the way that they teach you. This system is not built for us. We have to go deeper in our foundations because we've not been doing that.
That's what I'm being taught right now. And like, we don't want to have you like 40 something years old still thinking that you got to crunch numbers or work in somebody's call center for the rest of your life and stuff. I think that's a big
Look, we got plenty of phones, Sean. We got house phones, cell phones, all of that. You left that one up there with like extra phones. I guess you can use it like that. We'll figure that out. Maybe y'all can, I guess when I put something on that discussion board, y'all can let me know if it actually, because I had seen that. And she's laughing. I had seen something the other day on when I was looking at the YouTube, and it was saying that you can use that discussion board. Have y'all seen that on yours? Yeah, we got a lot of phones. We still got, that ain't even all of them. That's the thing about it. They all got numbers to them too. That's the thing about it. They already got numbers. But it has up here when you go to your page, the discussion board. Well, maybe you have to be on my computer to see it because I don't see it now. As soon as I'm looking for something up here, it never shows unless.
I don't know how to use YouTube like that.
And my daughter doesn't even know. That's the reason why I was telling everybody. I didn't even expect any of this anyway, so I don't even know how to really work with the YouTube thing. I see so many people doing their platforms and everything. And I see extra stuff, so I don't know. But just understand, I will be starting to do lives on my my Instagram too. So if you guys, I have an Instagram, it's called Melanated Awareness as well. So you guys can actually follow me on that too. It's Melanated Awareness. You can follow me on Instagram. Well, I have to put it's the same email, I guess, that I have up there, PhilsDion36. Yep. Is that what it says?
It's at PhilsDion36.
And I hope you guys are enjoying your Mother's Day. Everybody I hope y'all know that every day's Mother's Day, that you're being a great mother and you're instilling things into your kids that can benefit them in the long run. I thought I was gonna say melanated awareness.
You gotta change your thing.
Well, I'm gonna need you to show me. That's what the emblem looks like, y'all.
The logo. Hold on, I got the logo.
So y'all can know exactly what
the logo is. What we rocking with.
Yeah, we got to get in our communities, y'all. We got to get into ourselves, get back with us, become one, unite. You know, you're not going to be able to unite by having a whole bunch of crap going on. Yeah, that's what it is. It looks backwards up here, though. It's not AM, it's MA, but
MA.
Yeah, but it's AM backwards. The thing about it that she's more on the Instagram, and she was doing it Facebook. So she doesn't even know anything about the YouTube. She has a YouTube channel, but she has not really been into YouTube like that. Like neither one of us have been into the YouTube thing.
Like we just literally started this.
Like I'll make some videos and so forth because I do have a business, but it was for my clients that use my products. It wasn't anything that had to do with this until, me seeing something like this going on in my Black community online. With that situation, I'm going to be saying something about it. Now, did anybody hear anything else about that baby that Sheba had? Because I just seen a comment up there last night that it said that the baby died. I have not seen anything at all online pertaining to this sex call online. So have you guys seen that? Yeah, happy Mother's Day, Sean. I'll have to call you a mother because today's definitely Mother's Day. If you're playing both parts, then happy Mother's Day. Yeah, I haven't seen anyone online, and that really scares me. It bothers me, and I just don't understand what's going on with the family. I hope that the family's really reaching out to the baby. She had the baby, but did you hear anything about whether the baby's good? Because somebody said that the baby died. Oh, it said that she online. She haven't read it. Baby probably sick because of herpes. Yeah, because they're pulling these babies through these canals.
Having herpes can make your kid come out blind.
Yeah.
And they're not getting like medical stuff and treatment.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That could actually help the kid, and he's trying not to have them take medicine and stuff.
And see, a lot of people were like, "This is planted." A lot of people were saying that online. This is something they put online. They planted this. So when you see things online like this, you must speak out. The baby died. They were trying to play doctor. You said if the baby died. Okay. When you see things like this online in our community and you don't speak out, then I think, and you just sit up there and make a mockery of it and do it just like you're doing in your communities. I mean, that's all it's showing is that's the same thing that you do in your community when you see things online like this and you don't do anything about it and you just continue on with your life.
Because it's not your business.
Because it's not your business. I feel like it's all of our businesses. When we see anything like this, it's definitely our business. And see, that's the thing about it. You don't know if they're over there. Things like this, Sean, this should have been jumped on 3 years ago when they first seen this happening, and they were able to get over there, and they seen this dude doing this stuff. This should have been stopped years ago. Those 2-3 years ago that this has been going on, it should have been nipped in the bud. If we were tied together, united, and not sitting on the phone trying to look at this as drama and trying to make money out of this situation, which a lot of people have told me that's what a lot of people were, that kicker trying to make money off of this. They're on this for a selfish reason. It has nothing to do with community. And when you're having your community and you're loving your community, you're not going to be worried about any type of money. You're not going to worry about money. You said, did he put velvet in what? You got JAE. What is that? I don't know what happened. That's the thing about it. This dude could literally lie the whole life out there. He just not stole the family, but has kids out there in this sex cult. And they're out there. Nobody's did anything about it. It should have been nipped in the bud from the start. What is they are adults? Someone has to find them not fit either the father. That's the thing about it. That's the reason why I said families need to be reaching out. Families need to care, but you don't have very many people out here that care about their families totally 100%. People are in those kids' lives. They may be in the kids' lives until they're old enough. I mean, some people don't stick around in their kids' lives. Some people don't stick around as aunties and uncles, and they're not a part. Okay, that's the reason why I said that we need to start back when we had the grandparents, the mothers, the fathers, the sisters, the brothers, the aunties, the nieces, the nephews, the cousins, all of that. Those are foundations, and you have to instill in those foundations. Yeah, they look at it as entertainment. I don't see anything funny about that or entertaining about the cult that he does. I don't see anything entertaining about it. I think it's a sickness in our Black community for us to even be entertained about that. Especially when it comes down to these babies. There's nothing entertaining about that.
I don't see what could be funny about that. It's probably because people are so desensitized.
Yeah, people are sick. That's what it is. And that's why I said it's a mental illness in our community. But I say it's going to be worked on. That's the thing about it. It's going to be worked on my behalf. I know that's going to be one thing I'm going to be putting in my work for, because I feel like my community is worth it. I feel like where's that lighter? I feel like our community is worth it, and I feel like we need to work on our community, and we need to understand that we are important as a Black people. We need to also, in this culture, we need to celebrate things like this every single day. You understand? Mother's Day need to be every day that you're being a wonderful mother. You need to understand that, especially if you have a good mother. You have to appreciate that. You don't just go by cultural things. You have to understand, hey, I got me a good mother. Mother's Day is every day. I'm going to appreciate my mother every day. All the time. It's not like one day out of the year. You just do this on a regular basis. You appreciate your whole family. You celebrate your Black community. That's what you do. You celebrate your Black community.
I
celebrate your kids. So, because this is what starts our foundation. You understand? As I get older, I'm not going to stay young. So as I get older, this is the foundation right here that I need to have. You feel me? It has to be a strong foundation, and our community is the foundation, which other kids that are, and young adults like my daughter that are growing up, that is the foundation that my daughter will need, and her daughter will need a community strong foundation. She needs a strong family. These are our foundations. If we have a faulty foundation because we're not doing what we can do and we're not standing up and we're too scared, we're going to be messed up.
Or we're busy minding our business.
I don't think a lot of people care because we don't care. That's the thing about it. We don't care.
Everyone wants to just mind their business. I don't know. I'm sorry I keep saying that. It just aggravates me.
I don't think they can hear you very good because you talk so low. Can y'all hear my daughter talking? Y'all let me know if y'all can hear her when she talks. It says these educated folk us on here. You can? Okay. She says they can hear you. Rest in peace. Okay, I don't know what that means, but anyway, if y'all know, I'm gonna start. Alicia told me that, and this is my moderator speak. She told me that I'm gonna start having you guys come along on my journey as far as me fighting for my niece, because that's me reaching out to my niece. So I'm gonna be having you guys come along on a journey. It's gonna be very soon. So as soon as I get this campaign started for my niece, Inasia, the one that I've been calling every Sunday, you guys are being welcomed on into my personal, what I'm going through. That's going to be started as well. So I will be keeping you guys informed on that even more. And I don't even see Leisha up there. Yeah, even if we can save one child, but we're gonna work on saving more than one. But I definitely want you guys to understand what it means to be consistent and helping out your family member and helping out your community. Thank you so much, Mia. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's the thing about it. They complain about people like me because I'm standing for something totally different than what they're standing for.
They don't want to see nothing positive.
Yeah, they don't. Who would want to see something positive when they're busy being negative?
And they're trying to be so. Remember, like you said earlier, people are so stuck in drama. You don't want to see nothing positive. You just stuck on drama. This ain't gonna give them something to gossip about.
I forgot to eat salmon with my eggs. Darn
Those
it.
eggs are so good.
Cause I really want. You can hear us good. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here.
Cause it's Mother's Day.
It's Mother's Day. And I hope you guys are enjoying your mother. Y'all enjoying your kids. And I'm going to be back, but I'm going to be talking to some other people that are on my same frequency. And I know a lot of you guys are too. So I totally appreciate the people that are understanding my mission, understanding what we're doing. And what did she say? They got kicked out of, yeah, that's all.
Positive vibes, positive life, positive energies.
Yeah.
Keep your community.
That's what we're gonna have to focus on in our communities. We're gonna have to focus on the mental illness, because that is something that's deep, and it is deeply engraved in our generations. And when you have something that follows generation after generation after generation, there has to be a chain that's broken finally.
We gotta make the change, because if not, it'll still be crabs in a barrel, like
Exactly.
we always have been.
And like I said, all of the numbers and everything, they're gonna be pinned there still. I have not seen the Nature Boy Eliseo person up online, period. I don't know. Have you all seen him online at all? Because as soon as I see him back online, I'm going to be running those numbers down. But I just want the families to know that information is pinned in there. I'm going to start working on other information, because there's other things that we need to work on as well. I'm hoping that family is going to go ahead and start reaching out. And I hope that they are reaching out and getting those kids, because other than that, you just got kids that have been taken over to a sex cult. And that'll be something that we'll be seeing like 5 years down the line. Like, I wonder whatever happened to those kids, because nobody did anything about it. That'll be some missing kids that nobody's ever did anything about. Kids that were left with parents that were neglecting them, because kids that just get snatched off. You like my niece, for instance, she just got snatched off. Nobody in my family really cares, but me and my daughter, and I have one other cousin or whatever that's actually standing up and acting like they care. You feel me? Nobody else. Because that's just how black people do. Thank you, Alicia.
Yeah.
I'm gonna set something up. I'm gonna set something up. I'm gonna work on that, because it baffles me about people that's trying to get money off of online for things like this. And me personally, if I do anything and I'm taking any type of donations, because Alicia's been trying her best to get me to do the donation thing. But if I'm doing anything online like this, it's from the heart. It's not for any type of money or whatever. The only thing I will do is ask anyone that does have any type of resources that can help me as far as my niece is concerned, because I'm trying to go to court and so forth. I'm trying to put these things into action so I'll actually be able to see my niece. So you know what, I'm trying to prepare and put things in the work in for my niece. So if anybody has any resources or whatever, that'll be wonderful. And if I ever was to get any type of donations, everybody will actually see what I'm doing step by step, because I will have to be doing a lot of I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do a lot of traveling as far as going to court and so forth. I know it takes money, Alicia. So that's why I'm letting them know if I do that, what you asked me to do, then I'm gonna actually be showing you guys that by that time, hopefully I'll be to hit the 1,000 subscribers, so that I'll be able to go online and I'll be able to have you guys go along with me, even when I'm going into you know, going through this whole process with my niece. It's been a very tiring process as it is. It's very draining. And I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, I'll be putting that information up there. Leach always says I should. Well, I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do about it. I appreciate that, Josie. I definitely appreciate that. And I am, because I'm gonna put that information up there. Anytime that I'm doing anything with any donations, it's gonna be put up there. You're gonna actually see what I'm doing with the donations. I'm not the type of person to take people's money for not doing anything. It just doesn't make it. I guess because I run a business, so I get paid for any services that I put out there. You feel me? And I also, with the business that I have, I also give out to my community as well. I've been to the homeless shelters. I've also been to different people in my community to give out to my community, because my community matters to me. So I'm going to talk more to Alicia about that, and I'll probably be having me some type of tag in there the next video that I do. Well, I guess the next live that I do, and we're pushing for the 1,000 subscribers. So if you guys can do me a favor and make sure that you subscribe if you're not already subscribed, I appreciate that. I'm trying to make a movement here. This has nothing to do with any type of drama. I don't care about the drama. This has everything to do with us being positive as a community, and not even just along with the positive, us being real and getting deep about the situation. Yeah, we got to get deep and real about the situation that we have, this poisonous that we have going on in our community. And without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go along and enjoy the rest of your Mother's Day. Remember, every day that you are being a good mother, every day that you have a good mother, that's a Mother's Day right there. Don't just look at the culture thing just because everybody's saying Mother's Day on this day. Make sure that you are celebrating yourself, especially if you're already being a great mother to your kid. You're building, you're instilling in your foundation, because you're going to need that foundation. Remember that saying, once an adult, twice a child. Always remember that, okay? Make sure that you hold it down for your mothers. Make sure as a child, you're holding it down for your mom, and moms hold it down for your children. And I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I will talk with you guys again soon. You guys enjoy your Sunday, and thank you so much for tuning in. I love everybody. I love my Black community. Please pray for those babies over there. Just pray, period, for our community, okay? Pray for our community. Pray for our people, because we need it. We need it bad. But other than prayer, we literally need to start doing. Okay, we need to start doing. We need to create movements in our own communities, and that's what we're about to get ready to start working on, guys. So y'all take care, enjoy your Sunday, and I will see you guys soon.